Now I can see you both. Nice job. Great.
Not sure if that's a good idea, though.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
One, two.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
I'm looking forward to it.
My notes.
Yes, I'm ready. Are you ready? Yes.
Hi everybody, I would like to introduce the session on e-commerce, and we have two presenters today. We have Mr. Kahl
This is a demonstration
from
of Ustream
Virtue Mart
Producer.
Experts, and he will be explaining Virtue Mart. And we have my personal hero in Joomla, Henk von Pickartz, who has designed SimpleCaddy, my favorite e-commerce extension. So I have his autograph and I will sell it to anybody later. But anyway, I would like to introduce these two gentlemen, and here's our session on e-commerce.
Yes, I jumped in for Raphael.
This is a demonstration of Ustream
translated
Producer.
my presentation from German to English this morning, and I hope it's everything okay. And I guess it's not really about Virtue Mart, it's more about choosing the best or the right e-commerce extension for what you need and what you do. And of course you can ask questions for Virtue Mart if you want to, but I think we'll start with you with syndicated content.
Perfect.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
Where's the word?
Should be there somewhere.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Now it's there.
No, that's not the one. Oh, yeah.
It's
Good.
Shall I press?
Oh, well, okay. So, who has heard of SimpleCaddy?
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
At least I'm talking to a few people that know what it is. SimpleCaddy, e-commerce, selling stuff online. Selling stuff online has always been a bit of a hassle and a little tricky. When I started on the internet with this stuff, that was about 15 years ago. People wanted to sell stuff on the
This is a
internet.
demonstration of
What did you
Ustream
get?
Producer.
A form to fill out that was simply mailed to the site administrator, because there was nobody else around. And that was mostly it. If you got your stuff as a customer, you might be happy. Putting up your credit card number was a little bit of a risk. So that is how it started. So it started with
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
not secure, nothing we could do about that. SSL, nobody knew what it was. Putting up personal information to get your stuff delivered. I'm not sure if that was a good idea. It was slow, simply if you wanted to buy something to download. Yeah, well, it had to be approved by the administrator anyway, because he wanted to see your money first. Don't we all?
This is a demonstration of Ustream
And
Producer.
as a web designer, or the website creator, whatever you want to call it, it was way from easy to set up. Just a form. Nobody wants to leave his credit card on a form, so there were other ways to put the payment information or lead them to a bank if ever that bank wanted to give you their information. So you got a lot of wrong orders, people that said, oh, wait a minute, I didn't want this, but I
This is a
hit return.
demonstration of
Sorry,
Ustream
can I have
Producer.
something else? Oh, that. Wonderful. And of course, a lot of dummy orders. People who just fill it in with a credit card, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there you go. All takes up time. And this thing wants to keep me visibly in the past. Yeah, that's good. Today we have Joomla. Simple Caddy is an extension that started in Joomla 1.05.
This is a
When I was writing
demonstration
at
of
1.04,
Ustream
that
Producer.
wasn't very long. And it started off for a customer. As usual, a customer that didn't pay, so I put it online. And put it online for free for everybody to use. Today, the Joomla sites can be made secure. Just be sure that you buy your certificate for your server. And set it up properly. That's not
This
easy
is a
to do, but
demonstration
you have to
of
do that.
Ustream
And
Producer.
from there on, well, your site is HTTPS, and everybody knows that once it says HTTPS, your site is secure. Or supposed to be. With the Joomla today, it's easy to set up. Joomla, we all know it. It's a breeze to set up. You have to answer a few questions, and there you go. You've got your site. The only thing
This
is
is a demonstration
that the
of Ustream
users
Producer.
yesterday, they needed a lot of information and knowledge about HTML, PHP, even with the old Joomla. You needed to know a lot of things. Today, I think I can skip this because we don't use it anymore. Today we have Joomla 1.5, easy to set up, 1.7. For some still a bit of a mystery, but still easy to
This is
set
a
up.
demonstration of
We
Ustream
don't need
Producer.
any knowledge anymore of requirements for hosting. We don't need anything for extra stuff. So what we want to do is simply set up the site and get selling. How do you do that? There are a lot of e-commerce solutions out there. And the thing is that they all require some time.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
Now, if you have 2,000 products to sell, perhaps Simple Caddy is not the best solution. Thomas will talk about that a little later. If you have cookies to sell, SoundStream selling cookies over the internet, believe me, there's a lot of Simple Caddy users that sell cookies, that sell meat, fish even. I don't know how they do that, but they do it. There's
This is a
restaurants that
demonstration
set it up
of
for
Ustream
delivery.
Producer.
Simple Caddy does not require any special stuff on any server. It integrates into Joomla and simply stays there. There is a little, let's say, documentation, small documentation, and the emphasis is there on small because your shop can be set up in less than 15 minutes.
This is a demonstration
You could
of
be selling
Ustream Producer.
15 minutes. Of course you need the visitors, but that's another question. There are a lot of shops that require templates to be adapted. Rocket Theme has one. Now if you want to set it up with anything else as template, you're in quite a bit of a problem. So Simple Caddy does not use specific template extensions.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
It simply installs as one Joomla component and one Joomla plugin, at least for now. So Simple Caddy does not require you to know anything else than mostly your password to your payment gateway. Because you have to set that part up. I cannot do that for you.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
So we keep it simple. Simple as can be. Don't ask questions. That is my philosophy. Because my forum is pretty active about people that want to know, can I do this? Can I do that? How can I do this? How can I do that? The only thing is, I don't want people to tell me and to ask me, how do I set up my PayPal
This is a
account? How
demonstration
do I
of
set up my
Ustream
Google
Producer.
Checkout account? Sorry, cannot help you with that. There were lots of people that wanted to know how to set up a checkout solution for banking in Holland. Yeah, okay. I'm Dutch, I can do that. But how can I do that for somebody else? I need access to their bank account. Nobody's going to give me that. So, Simple Caddy
This
wants
is
to
a
keep it
demonstration of Ustream Producer.
simple. I ask for nothing and let Joomla do the work. Not with the banking, but with all the setup. Simple Caddy uses standard interfaces in the admin section so that you are not lost. You don't get any strange looking interface where you have to click and drag and drop something to get a menu item. No, it uses simple admin.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
Now, using Joomla for what? Product presentation. Simple Caddy will record. You need to fill it in with only the minimum information necessary to sell your product. Now, why would I do that? Well, there's a lot of programs out there that say, okay, well, you can upload an image of your product. Okay,
This
that
is a
image has to be
demonstration of
150
Ustream
pixels by
Producer.
150 pixels. Cannot be more than 200 kilobytes. Yeah, well, wait a minute. I want to show a picture of my product in full detail, high resolution. How am I going to do that? Well, Simple Caddy will not use that. You don't upload your image to Simple Caddy. You create content. Content inside Joomla. Joomla has a perfect media manager. And if you don't know how to
This
use
is a
it,
demonstration of Ustream
but you can
Producer.
still integrate your images into your content. What does Simple Caddy do? Well, it adds the simple buy now button, with or without options. The options, you define them inside your product definition in Simple Caddy. So if you're selling tables, nice. But if you're selling oak tables, pine tables, green tables, okay, no problem.
This
You
is
can
a
sell
demonstration of
tables with
Ustream
different,
Producer.
let's say different dimensions, different colors. Simple Caddy is multi-options. It has taken a little time to get there, but it is multi-options, so you can define as many options as you want for one product. And from there on, this will be in the plugin part that you will add to your content. So your content will present your
This is a
product.
demonstration of Ustream
If you
Producer.
need 2 pages to present your product and to describe it properly and get an X number of images around it or even a video, no problem. You use Joomla for that. And Simple Caddy will provide you with the buy now or add to cart or whatever you want to call it. That is what Simple Caddy does for you. You have the multiple options.
This is a
I'm getting a
demonstration
bit
of
ahead of
Ustream
myself.
Producer.
Quantities. Another of those problems that you have to solve, that you had to solve yourself if you wanted to do all of the website yourself. Here, Simple Caddy allows you to either enter the quantity that you want to sell or that you want to buy, or provide you with a list of quantities that you propose. Let's say that you're selling bottled water.
This is a
You're not gonna sell
demonstration
that by
of
one
Ustream
bottle or two
Producer.
bottles. No, you want to sell them by 6 or by 12. So in that case, you tell Simple Caddy, okay, I want to sell 6 or 12, not 15, not 7. That all goes into the plugin preparation. The plugin, it's simple. The plugin call in your content, Simple Caddy, code equals product code, and you're done. If you need free text,
This is a
for
demonstration
example,
of
you want
Ustream
to
Producer.
sell decals, okay, no problem. Decals, perhaps they need some extra information on it. There you go, free text entry. Add it on a per product basis. Now, how does it blend into your site? When I say, okay, we use content to present the product, then the Buy Now button should not stick out like a sore thumb on your site. It should nicely blend in.
This is a demonstration of
The
Ustream
plugin
Producer.
is entirely composed of CSS. Now, okay, when I said you need no knowledge of anything, you still need to know a little bit about CSS and how to style your different elements. If you are saying, okay, well, I don't want to know anything about that, Simple Caddy is provided with the basic CSS to get it running as quick as you want.
This is a
So you
demonstration
use
of
either the
Ustream
provided
Producer.
CSS or you adapt it, and then it blends into your site as if it has always been there. Selling pictures, another theme that comes up very regularly. Selling pictures. I made a deal with Jan Pavelka, who is creating Foca Gallery. Foca Gallery now completely supports Simple Caddy, so that when you show up in the
This
gallery,
is
you
a
show up
demonstration
either
of
the
Ustream
thumbnails of the
Producer.
pictures you want to sell, or the full-size pop-up with your pictures. Simple Caddy, the plugin, is available, and you can immediately add the picture to your cart and sell it. For that, CSS is also provided. What else does Simple Caddy provide you?
This is
Well,
a
the cart
demonstration
contents.
of
At
Ustream
one
Producer.
moment during the checkout process, you will want your customers to see what they're going to buy and for how much, of course. So the component provides you with the cart content, which is obviously fully configurable with CSS so that it matches your site. Or if you don't want it to match, you can make it different. You confirm your cart,
This is a
allowing for
demonstration of
vouchers. because I
Ustream
cannot read it
Producer.
on this is too small, I'm sorry. Allowing for vouchers, shipping options. You get the client details page. Sometimes it's necessary to know where you're going to ship your articles. Yes?
So you were talking about like virtual media being able to sell images. What about if I wanted to sell like an ebook or an...
I'm coming to that.
Okay, fantastic.
I'm coming to that.
This is a demonstration of
Client
Ustream
details
Producer.
page. Again, fully configurable with all the details, everything you need. Now there are the standard fields like first name, last name, address, zip code. You can translate them to whatever you want, obviously. Myself, I speak 7 languages, so it would be a bit of a strange idea not to make Simple Caddy multi-language. So you can use any language you want to present your
This is a
cart and your
demonstration
checkout
of
process.
Ustream Producer.
The payment gateway provided for now is the simplest, being PayPal. PayPal, why? It's easy, fairly easy to set up. And it does not require anybody to put in a credit card on a site for which you have not yet bought your certificate. So let PayPal do that work. As you can imagine, I'm a bit of a lazy guy. SimpleCaddy does everything.
This is a
but
demonstration
sticks to
of
the strictly
Ustream
minimum,
Producer.
while I leave the rest to Joomla, PayPal, or other solutions. They do it way better than I do. So why would I try to imitate that and provide you with a bad solution? Soon enough, in the coming 2-3 months, I will be adding other stuff to SimpleCaddy for other gateways for payment. So we will see a Google checkout,
This is a
Authorize.net,
demonstration of
Ideal,
Ustream
which
Producer.
is not made for me by me, but provided to me by some people who programmed it in Holland. If that concerns you. That is all for the current SimpleCaddy. Now the fun is that a few weeks ago I got somebody who sent me an email saying my company adapted SimpleCaddy to our needs and we are going to sell SimpleCaddy.
This is
Do
a
you have anything
demonstration of
against that?
Ustream Producer.
As long as you sell your solution, I have nothing against that. Now, if you're going to sell SimpleCaddy, SimpleCaddy is GPL, so it means that you cannot sell it. So SimpleCaddy, if you find it on some website that says, we sell SimpleCaddy, don't go there, run. So you can sell, on the other hand, you can sell your services,
This
the
is a demonstration of
programming
Ustream
of
Producer.
add-ons, and more. This thing is always a step either too fast or too slow. So you can sell your services, the installation, because you still have to do some CSS. So that doesn't come for free. Your time is not free. And you can have add-ons, which will be fairly easy to program. The future of
This is a
SimpleCaddy.
demonstration of
Today,
Ustream
SimpleCaddy
Producer.
has no customer management. Ouch. That is something that comes with an e-commerce solution. Why didn't it come with it? Well, fairly simple. There was no user management, no customer management inside Joomla. So to do something, customer management, you have your orders, okay, good. Do it on the front end. There would be a lot of things to program to get your users
This
with
is a
their
demonstration
own
of Ustream
personal
Producer.
information on the front end. That is not simple. So it's left out of SimpleCaddy. The future of SimpleCaddy, SimpleCaddy 2.0, let's call it that way. It will run on Joomla 1.7 and more. So the component will now be reduced to only the background tasks. Background tasks for managing the cart contents.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
We will be using only plugins. Just to remind you, plugins are inside your content. That means that if you need some text above the checkout or below the checkout, you do that. You can put it wherever you want. It gives you a lot more flexibility on the presentation of the contents of your cards, on how you want to present every
This
single
is a
element
demonstration
of
of
this whole
Ustream
buying
Producer.
process that you present to your customers. It will also be SEF or SEO compatible. Since Joomla is doing that perfectly, SimpleCaddy doesn't have to. So you're not going to be configuring a lot of things inside SimpleCaddy, like in many other programs, to activate SEO, SEF. Let's see if it works with SH404 SEF, or if it works with the integrated Joomla SEF.
This is a demonstration
I don't
of
bother.
Ustream
It's a
Producer.
simple plugin, or a number of plugins. More plugins? Well, you will get the framework to address and to accept all the information inside SimpleCaddy, as a developer, you develop a standard plugin with the examples that are provided with Joomla, and you access all the features of SimpleCaddy. Now, what people want is to give,
This is a
for
demonstration of
example,
Ustream
a
Producer.
selection of checkout methods. Lots of people don't have PayPal. They don't want to know about PayPal because either they got kicked out or they just don't like it. Today, you have only one way to check out, PayPal. Tomorrow, within the next 2-3 months, you will have the payment gateways, all driven by particular plugins. Each plugin will take care of its own gateway. And since it is going
This
to be
is a
a plugin
demonstration
inside your
of
config,
Ustream Producer.
nothing will prohibit you from providing on one page checkout via PayPal or use checkout via Google Checkout on the same page. Authorize.net, Moneris, all can be simply programmed and presented on the same page to your customers. So from there on, there's no reason that they shouldn't buy with you.
This is a
Some ideas
demonstration
that
of
I'm working
Ustream
on
Producer.
is the multi-vendor site. The multi-vendor options for SimpleCaddy. It's a recurring theme on my forum. People want other people to sell on their website. Perfect. So they have to be able to put in the products, they have to be able to sell them, they have to be able to present the content presenting this product. So there will have to be either a publisher or an editor. Joomla
This is a
1.7,
demonstration
that will
of
be
Ustream
embraced because
Producer.
you will assign them, these people, simply to the vendor group that you will have created. This vendor group will have the possibility to manage their own customers, to manage their own products, and to present their own products within their own content. Client management, after login, a client can look at his own orders. If he's a recurring customer,
This is a
what we all hope
demonstration
for,
of Ustream
then you can
Producer.
get the list of orders that he has passed. And this is on a personal basis after login. Shipping? Yes. Shipping will be driven by plugin. So it will not be only the integrated shipping inside SimpleCaddy, but nothing tells you that you cannot create a FedEx plugin, a UPS plugin, and provide this choice to your clients, saying, yeah, but I want
This
it
is a
by FedEx because
demonstration
I'm
of
living in this or
Ustream
that part of the
Producer.
world where UPS doesn't reach. Okay, no problem. Plugin driven means that you have multiple choices on a same page. Vouchers, if you buy this and you get this coupon code, okay, then you get 20% off, 30% off, you get the product for nothing, whatever you want to do with it. It's all possible with this new plugin
This is a
integration.
demonstration of
So,
Ustream Producer.
Vouchers by product, by category of products. So, from there on, there is a simple solution to get yourself selling online. SimpleCaddy is very much alive. Most of you haven't heard of it yet. It's a bit of a pity, but well, since last April, I have
This is a
more
demonstration
than
of
100,000
Ustream
downloads
Producer.
until today of SimpleCaddy. If I say that only 25% is using SimpleCaddy because they like it, they know how to use it, and they want to sell with it, that still means 25,000 websites are now selling using this simple free program, which is not a bad thing. So, where can you find SimpleCaddy? AtlanticIntelligence.net. That's where you
This
can
is a
find it.
demonstration of
It is
Ustream
free,
Producer.
So if anybody tries to sell you SimpleCaddy, run. And at last, you also have a demo website where you can find a demonstration and documentation for SimpleCaddy demo15.atlanticintelligence.net. That's where you get it. Yes?
For adding products to Simple Caddy, so
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
Today it is only from the back end. Tomorrow it will be from the front end and on, perhaps if you wish, on a multi-vendor basis. So you assign people, this person can sell on my website, this person can sell. So from there on, they will have the rights to add the products and add the content to sell those products.
you could have like a menu that's only available to certain people.
Yes.
With that product, they click it
This
out.
is a demonstration of
But the
Ustream
beauty
Producer.
of it is that it is Joomla who will provide it, not Simple Caddy. I have nothing to do with that. That was it. Thank you.
This
Yes,
is
as
a
I said,
demonstration of Ustream Producer.
I've translated this morning during the keynote, and maybe there are some typo and yes, something that looks strange. As I said, this presentation is a bit about how to choose the perfect e-commerce extension for your goals, for your needs, for what you want to establish. And as you might know,
This
there
is a
are a lot of
demonstration of
extensions
Ustream
on the
Producer.
Joomla extensions directory. Overall, there are now nearly 8,500 extensions. Not so much e-commerce extensions, but still a lot. And when you ask people what or with which tool you should build an e-commerce site, not a lot of people would say take Joomla. But Joomla is a good basis to build an e-commerce extension on, because
This is a
you have a lot of
demonstration of
advantages.
Ustream Producer.
You have a variety of other extensions. You have a really good improved framework where you can build upon. You have usability in the back end where all the components work nearly the same, so you don't have to learn very much. And what I think is a good idea is website and e-commerce is in one place. A lot of people have an OS
This is a
commerce and a website, and then you
demonstration
have a
of
link,
Ustream
go to
Producer.
our shop, and there's something completely different. I think up to a size of middle-sized shops and companies, I think it's still a good idea to have the website and the shop in one place. Even if you're growing and you start with 10 products or whatever, and you're growing, you can grow your business in one place in your website.
This
You
is
have
a
one domain
demonstration of
name.
Ustream
You can
Producer.
you have better tools for search engine optimization. When you have a website for 2 or 3 years and start a business, you can use your ranking, your website ranking on the search machines for the shops, which is something else if you create a new domain with shopyourdomain.com or whatever. And there are a lot of advantages to use your website as
This is a
in
demonstration
one
of
place with your
Ustream
shop.
Producer.
And Joomla allows this. And in Joomla we have a lot of different types or kinds of e-commerce extensions and what we can choose from. The most obvious what we think of is online shops, of course, like SimpleCaddy, what we just saw. But you have also subscriptions, paid content, memberships, and so on, advertisement, and so on. We'll
This
come
is
to
a
it later.
demonstration of
This is
Ustream
all
Producer.
in the Joomla extensions directory. But how can we find out what is best for us, or what really works for us? There are some things when you check an extension, what you should check first, or what you should look for. first thing when it comes to e-commerce, of course, it's always security. That's something we don't need to have to mention in at every page. Because
This is a demonstration
it has to
of
be
Ustream
secure. Your
Producer.
site has to be secure. You should have an SSL certificate and so on. And an e-commerce extension must be secure. That's no question, of course. Performance. That's something which is really important too. Usability, of course, even for the shop customer, also for in the backend for the shop owner. Extendability, it should be possible to
This is a
add new
demonstration
ideas,
of
to
Ustream
add
Producer.
plugins, to add other product types and so on. And of course templating, if it's something like SimpleCaddy, which uses the Joomla stuff, it's okay. But if you have other extensions, it should be possible to be as flexible as possible in your templating. And code quality, which is for a normal user not so easy to judge, but that's also very important. In
This
the
is a
functionality
demonstration
side,
of Ustream
of
Producer.
course, it should cover the shop owner's demands. What you want to achieve, it should be possible with the extension, or at least at a high percentage. So maybe you should that you have to create something plugins to achieve the last 10%. Payment systems, of course, PayPal is one of the most important. I'm from Germany, and in Germany we have a lot of, well, not a lot of, but some
This is a
sites that
demonstration
have
of
real problems
Ustream
with PayPal
Producer.
at the moment, because they sell alcoholics from Cuba, and PayPal doesn't allow that. So they cancel their contract with the shops, and they cannot accept PayPal anymore, because they sell 2 bottles of rum from Cuba, and that's yeah, quite difficult. So you should have some alternatives as payment systems, shipping systems, and
This is a
yes, legal
demonstration of
requirements.
Ustream
Also in
Producer.
Germany, we have very very much legal stuff to watch out for when we're doing e-commerce. We have laws how to display prices. If you offer wine, for example, in 0.7 liter bottles, you have to display the price for 1 liter.
This is a demonstration
that's a law
of
in
Ustream
Germany.
Producer.
And taxes, I've heard the Canadian tax system is one of the most difficult. If you if you have an international shop, then you have to watch out for these things. In the European Union, there are other rules, and so on and so on. In Germany, we have to show 3 very long and very important text blocks during
This is a
checkout. If you
demonstration
don't
of
show
Ustream
them,
Producer.
the user or the customer can give back the goods they bought even after 2 years, because it's their right then. These are different things that are needed in shops if you want international shops, for example. And that's one thing what you have to check first or before you start. Yes, how you judge the quality.
This is a demonstration
the
of
security,
Ustream Producer.
and the points what I just said. An important thing is to check if the extension you want to use is based on the Joomla framework. Virtumat isn't based on the Joomla framework, and this is one of the biggest problems of Virtumat, because Virtumat is very old code, and Virtumat was written before the Joomla framework, as we know it now.
This is a demonstration
is,
of Ustream
was
Producer.
available. So this is very important, because when you write plugins or you want to extend it, it's a very good thing when it's based on the Joomla framework. Also, all the security stuff of the Joomla framework is automatically added to the extension. Yes, clean database structure. When you install it and check it out, just open phpMyAdmin and try to see if you can
This is a
identify
demonstration of
products
Ustream
and fields
Producer.
in the database. It's always a good thing when the database structure is quite clean, because it may come when your shop is getting bigger. It may come to the point that you want to export your data to Excel or try to or want to use the data for other things, and then it's helpful if the database structure is easy to understand and easy to export. Yes, also in combination with Joomla framework,
This is a
if it's
demonstration
MVC,
of
model
Ustream
view
Producer.
controller based. That's how modern Joomla extensions are written. That means that you can override views, that you can override the templating system, even override some functions. That's also important. And of course, open code. Don't ever think about using an e-commerce system which is 9cube or Zen or whatever encoded.
This is a demonstration of
We are
Ustream Producer.
working in an open source community, or live in an open source community and use open source code. So this should be very important too. Yes, why is it so important? A typical Joomla e-commerce, not only Joomla e-commerce project, like a lot of e-commerce projects look like this. The customer comes, we need something very simple, nothing special at all, just one or two features.
This is
Okay,
a
then you start,
demonstration
then
of
the customer
Ustream
says,
Producer.
okay, but this has to be like that, and so on and so on and so on. And when he sees that we can add things, then there are more and more wishes and things to add. And that's very, very, very typical for e-commerce. And when you compare it to other extensions you can use in Joomla, the other extensions only mostly cover a very small part. They add comments, or
This
they
is a demonstration
allow you
of
to
Ustream Producer.
yes, filter some things or these things. But an e-commerce extension covers a very wide area of functions. And as Henk just showed, it's users, it's products, it's prices, it's checkouts, it's orders, it's on after order management, and so on and so on. And the most important thing is that you are or that it is possible for you
Demonstration
to add
of
these
Ustream
things
Producer.
over a longer period of time, because the requirements will grow for your shop. That's one of the most important things, that an e-commerce system needs flexibility. That's very important. Because legal requirements change, user demands change. You may add some new products that
This is a
have to
demonstration of Ustream
or need
Producer.
another presentation, another search functionality, another kind of fields or whatever. Technical improvement. When you look at shops 5 or 6 years ago, then there was no Ajax card and no video and no image gallery that pops up and so on. These are things that have been added in the last 5 years, and if it should be possible for you to add this to your shop too.
This is a demonstration
And,
of
of
Ustream
course,
Producer.
Every shop owner wants to be different from his competitor. He wants to find a way to be better, to be different, to be unique, and that should be also possible with an e-commerce system. Yes, in Joomla you have the choice. Yes, when we start with shopping cart systems, we have different kinds of shopping cart systems. The good old Virtumat. Anybody
This is a
using
demonstration of Ustream Producer.
Yes, that's the first real e-commerce system in Joomla. It's very large. It's very it has a lot of features. It's for many kind of shops. It's still the only e-commerce system that you can use, because all the other shops that are available have not the international taxes and a lot of things that you need. But Vegemite has a lot of disadvantages. As I said, it's old
This is a
code
demonstration
templating.
of Ustream
If you don't
Producer.
know Vegemite very deep, templating may be horror. But yes, it's difficult, but maybe it's worth it. One newer card system is RedShop. It's from Denmark, Red Component. Some of you might have seen Ronnie. It's a huge guy, very kind. It's in very early times. It's built
This is a demonstration of Ustream
part
Producer.
of Vegemite, but in the meantime they have written it completely on their own, and it's quite powerful. They are very active. They create plugins, they create add-ons, and so on. It's a good shop extension. From my point of view, what I expect from a shop extension, it's too monolithic or too hard-coded. It's something you can use
This
for
is a
plug and play.
demonstration
But
of Ustream
yes,
Producer.
I'm more the kind that I say I don't want everything in the base package. I want to select the things I want to add. But it's a very good shop that is stable, available at the moment. Tienda from Raphael, who should be here instead of me. Tienda is also a modern card system, a good card system, but it's not stable yet.
This is a demonstration
and
of Ustream Producer.
It has a good plug-in system and it's quite flexible too, but yes, it's not really stable. In Germany we have some problems because of the tax and all the legal stuff, but it's on a good way, I think, and it's one of the bigger solutions here. Then we have bridges. Bridges are different from the real Joomla extensions.
This is a
Bridges
demonstration of
connect
Ustream
other systems
Producer.
with Joomla. And one good example here is MageBridge from Magento. This is more than a typical bridge because MageBridge includes a lot of Magento data into Joomla. So you have modules that display latest products and offers and so on. So it's a good example for a bridge, and
This
it's
is a
quite
demonstration
active
of
in development
Ustream
and so on.
Producer.
So I could say nothing against it. Instead, that I don't like bridges, but it's a good example. Oxid, I don't know if it's known here in the United States. It's a European shopping cart system. There's a Joomla bridge available for it too. Yes, another thing we have is combinations. That's, for example, K2Mart. That's the only thing I found as an example here.
This is a demonstration of
K2Mart
Ustream
adds
Producer.
an add-on for K2. I think you know or know K2 is a CCK for Joomla, and it adds an add-on for K2 that requires Vegemite in the background, but offers the K2 field and templating system to better present your products.
Tom,
Yes?
there's also one more. Tienda links with Zoo. You think
Yes, I know.
Zoo,
Yes,
so that's
you're right.
another,
This is
vertigo,
a
and that's
demonstration
through,
of Ustream
I
Producer.
think it's through Diaspori that you purchased that plugin.
Yeah, I know. Yes, exactly.
So that's
You're right.
another one.
There's another combination for Tienda. There's a CCK called Zoo. It's from a German company, 30 kilometers away from me, from UC. It's called Zoo, and they have also an add-on for Tienda to display Tienda products in Zoo and yes, get the best of
This is a
both
demonstration of
things.
Ustream Producer.
Of course, there's more. There are small shopping cart systems. I hope you're not Simple Caddy is here. There are some examples. Rock Quick Cart, for example, from Rocket Theme, Simple Caddy, Joom Shopping. There are some more in on the extensions directory. I've got I will try.
Thank you. Yeah.
But as I said, they may be really good.
This is a
If they do
demonstration
what they
of
want,
Ustream
what you
Producer.
want, they may be really good because they're easy to set up, quick to install, and you're up and running very quick. But if there are things you need from a larger component, I mean, there must be a reason because why Tienda is quite large and why Virtumat is quite large and RedShop is very large too. There are reasons for that, and that's the international audience and the international that you can
This
use
is
it
a
in different countries.
demonstration of Ustream
But
Producer.
when you check them, and they work for you, it's really no problem to use them. But as we said, a typical thing is that you don't have as much payment options and so on. That's by QuickCard, for example, you only have PayPal, as far as I know, too. Okay, so even more. Yes, there are.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
Which one? No. So yes, maybe there are some more smaller solutions, but yes, I couldn't check all of them, and yes, yeah, but there are more, of course. Coming soon, there is Ecommerce or Keju, I don't know how it's pronounced.
This is a demonstration
it's
of
from,
Ustream Producer.
From the how are they called? PHP. Core PHP. From the guys called Core PHP. I don't know much about it yet. There's only a site that announces it, but it sounds quite good what they're telling. I don't know when it will be out, but I think they're quite far
This
with
is a
the development.
demonstration of Ustream Producer.
The card is another thing coming out soon. That's our new e-commerce system, which is more an e-commerce backbone, not a plug-and-play out-of-the-box shopping cart system. It uses other extensions like Savelot or Sobi or whatever, and makes them e-commerce systems. You can set up a Sobi, add 2 lines of code in your template, and you can sell the stuff in your directory system, for example. That's
This is a
with
demonstration
the
of
idea in
Ustream
mind that
Producer.
it has to be as flexible as possible, so you can choose any extension from the JAD, and if it's MVC compatible, then you can make an e-commerce system out of it. There are 2 or 3 more e-commerce systems on the way, but I don't know. These 2 are really far and coming, I think, within the next 2 or 3 months. But the others, I don't know when they will be out.
This is a
Just one more word.
demonstration of Ustream
Virtumat.
Producer.
Just a second, I have really dry mouth. Virtumat 2 is in development right now. It's a complete rewrite of the old Virtumat. It's based on the Joomla framework, and it's MVC compatible. I don't know when it will be out. There were 2 dates this year when it should be out, but
This is a
we're still waiting
demonstration
for it.
of Ustream Producer.
I don't know when it will be. My personal opinion is that it won't be out this year, but early next year, hopefully. Yes, it offers a lot of new opportunities. It's more plug-in driven, but the package itself right now has nearly the same functionality as the current Virtumat. And for those of you who are thinking about updating, it's an update,
This is a
not just adding
demonstration of
the new
Ustream
files, it's a
Producer.
migration, like it is from Joomla 1.0 to Joomla 1.5. So you have to do completely new templating, and everything has to be new because it's complete rewrite. There will be a database migrator that I think, like in Joomla, 75-80% can be converted. I don't know how good it will work for every shop. Yes, but
This is a
it will
demonstration
come.
of Ustream Producer.
Yes, there are other tools to do e-commerce, subscription systems for different kinds of subscriptions, content subscriptions. That's a common business model in the Joomla e-commerce that you sell subscriptions instead of products. And there are some good components, Umbra subscriptions, also from Raphael.
This is a demonstration of
AEC,
Ustream
Economic
Producer.
Operation Control, is a German extension which is very, very powerful, has a lot of features, has a lot of functions, not so easy to set up, but if you want everything in your subscription component, then this is the right thing. But it has a you have to learn a lot. Yes, three others. Also, Nicholas from Akiba
This
has
is a
a
demonstration
new
of Ustream Producer.
subscription component coming up. It's in beta at the moment, or something final now. Do you know that?
He's using it on his own website.
Yes, he's using
So
it.
I think it's fairly stable.
Yeah, yes, it's from the Akiba website. You can get it, and that's also quite good at the moment. Because also it's working together with the Akiba release system, where when you sell downloads on a
This is a
subscription base,
demonstration of
it's
Ustream Producer.
quite useful to have them together. If you ever bought an Akiba subscription for the backup tool, then you have used it already, because they use it on their own side.
He's also going to have an AEC importer too. So if you're using AEC and if it's too complicated for your website, you want something simple, he's going to have an importer so you can move from AEC to Akiba subscriptions.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yes, once your finger talking.
Yes, there are some membership extensions
This is a
for
demonstration of
Joomla
Ustream
standard
Producer.
Joomla registrations and Joom Social and Community Builder, where you can create communities with paid groups, with commercial subscription elements like in the subscription tools before. There are a lot of things possible with that. There are other just to show the wide variety of things you can do with Joomla e-commerce, because all of that is Joomla e-commerce. Paid content,
This is a
directory
demonstration
systems like
of
Sobi,
Ustream
where you
Producer.
sell entries, featured entries, and so on. Sobi offers the option to sell entries, classifieds, advertising like Google Ads, and so on. Affiliate systems, connections to eBay auctions, and donation systems. All this stuff is available from the Joomla extensions directory. And yes, how do you find what you need? There are thousands of extensions.
This is
The
a
best way,
demonstration of
I think
Ustream
most of you,
Producer.
for most of you, that's nothing new. You have to find out what you want. That's the first thing where you should start. Write down what exactly you want and what you might think you want in the next half year or 12 months. That's the most important thing. And then check out from the descriptions at the extensions directory what covers your requirements best. Then maybe you have to redo the first step, because
This is
you
a
have to
demonstration
find
of
out that
Ustream Producer.
nothing really does what you really want, and you have to adjust some of your requirements. And when you have found a handful or 2 or 3 or 5 extensions that might cover what you want, then you should start testing them. And then what I wrote before, check out, take a look at the code, take a look at the forum, at the blog of the web of the developer. Is it active? There are thousands of unanswered posts in the forum, or
This is a
how many
demonstration
releases
of
have there
Ustream
been in the
Producer.
last year? Is it developed constantly? That's all these things are quite important when it comes to the e-commerce system, because a commenting system, for example, you can change it after half a year and switch to Discuss or whatever. But an e-commerce system with hundreds or even thousands of transactions and products, to switch this from one day to another is not such an easy thing. Yes.
This is a demonstration of
Yeah,
Ustream
I'm
Producer.
finished. Yes, there's also the option to ask somebody who knows what he's doing. Because e-commerce, I always tell this our customers, e-commerce is something else than setting up a CMS. When you tell on your CMS, hi, I'm a great guy, I'm a great developer or designer, then it's one thing. But in an e-commerce system, you offer something, you want to sell something, you make contracts with the customers, there is money
This is a
flowing and
demonstration
so on.
of Ustream
And
Producer.
This is even a step further. And when there's something that doesn't work, when there are errors, when there are error messages, when there's in the usability something what the user doesn't expect and so on, then the user just leaves your site. There are hundreds of blogs on the internet that write about e-commerce usability and if a green button is better than a red button and whatever, and how many steps in a checkout are good or not.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
Quite difficult for somebody who's new to e-commerce, and that's just as an idea to find out what an e-commerce professional can do for you. Oops, they know the e-commerce extensions. They can build extensions for Virtual, for Redshop, for Tienda, and so on. And maybe this could be a good idea not to do everything.
This is a demonstration of
Depends on your
Ustream
budget,
Producer.
but just let somebody else take a look at it. That's just the idea what I want to show with it. And yes, that was very fast, and just to show you some ideas of how to check what a good e-commerce extension could be. And just very short, that's our website, vmexport.com. VM stands for Virtual. We are doing Virtual
This is a
extensions and
demonstration
consulting and
of
so on,
Ustream
and,
Producer.
Yeah, are there for e-commerce. Questions? We have 8 minutes, 6 minutes. Some more questions. Okay. 7 minutes questions? Or simplicated questions? Or virtual questions?
Questions we didn't answer yet?
I have a simple caddy question.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Does simple caddy calculate sales tax?
Yes.
Okay.
It calculates sales tax on
This is a
per,
demonstration of Ustream
destination
Producer.
basis. So it means that you can put in sales tax for the state of New York, but in Jersey you're not going to have sales tax. So if the address is in Jersey, you don't do that. But if you say, yeah, but my shop has multiple bases, and so therefore I have to charge tax in New York, in Texas, then you set up 2 different destinations
This
with
is a demonstration of
percentage for
Ustream
Texas,
Producer.
percentage for New York, even if they're different.
Okay. Perfect.
One question I didn't answer, because I got a bit mixed up with my presentation, that was downloadable content, paid content, or paid downloadable elements, whatever, zip files, whatever. Since the new Simple Caddy is going to be totally plugin driven, you can, with a specific plugin,
This is a demonstration
if the
of
payment was
Ustream
correct.
Producer.
And that plugin will then take over and lead you to the download page for your content. And it will be able to do that on a basis of, for example, sending out an email to the address that was provided with a temporary link. That link will be available for 3 days. Will be available for, let's say, 5 downloads. 5 times the same file, not 5 different files.
This is a demonstration
And it
of
can
Ustream
provide you
Producer.
with the, let's say, the statistics of who downloaded so many times. If possible, you will be able to add that download link to your client's personal page, if you have that plugin enabled, so that even in 1 year, the customer that has paid for this content can still download it.
You have a pretty good idea that a lot of people are going to develop plugins for Simple Caddy? Or
This is a
that's not yet
demonstration
happened?
of Ustream Producer.
There are already people that have developed plugins for Simple Caddy. We called them until now modules because they were more integrated instead of being a plugin that you activate yes or no. The shipping, for example, was done in New Zealand. I have never seen the guy, but the shipping module in Simple Caddy was done in New Zealand. Yes.
Will it work with Sobi too?
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
If Sobi 2 accepts plugins, standard plugins from Joomla, like a comment plugin or whatever plugin it is, with the curly brackets, then it will work with Simple Caddy. Simple Caddy places no requirements on the host system. So if it works with Joomla, and for example, Sobi 2 accepts plugins for Joomla, whatever plugins they are, even if it's a plugin for
This is a
displaying
demonstration
YouTube
of
content,
Ustream Producer.
then Simple Caddy will work. If it is Sobi, K2, there are other content replacements, content management replacements. If they display plugins, Simple Caddy will work.
Thank you.
Yes.
I have a question about VirtuaMart. Since you're doing the new development and there's no ETA on when it's going to be released, VirtuaMart, their templating system is extremely difficult.
Great.
This is a
Is it going to
demonstration
be
of
much more
Ustream
simple,
Producer.
much more easier to create template systems or create templates that will
In
overlay
VirtuaMart 2?
VirtuaMart? Yes.
Yes, in VirtuaMart 2, it's like all other Joomla MVC components. You have overrides where you can write your own templating stuff, and of course it's more difficult or more complex than simpler, more simpler extensions. But if you compare it, for example, to K2 also, when you take a look at K2 overrides, they are quite
This is a
complex
demonstration
also.
of Ustream Producer.
It's much easier than before.
And it'll still be with the fly pages, or?
Yes, it's you have when you install it, you have a complete directory tree where all the views are, and if you know Joomla overrides, then you can identify a category or product details view and so on, and then you just override it in your template, and it's like standard Joomla MVC.
This is a
At the moment, it's
demonstration of
also
Ustream
not that
Producer.
difficult, but you have to find all the stuff. There's, if somebody wants to know, there is a simple trick in current VirtuaMart where when you switch on the debug option in VirtuaMart in the back end, then all of the template file names or the theme file names in VirtuaMart are displayed on the page. You can find them, and in combination with Firebug, for example, it's very easy to find all the template files
This is a
in the
demonstration
current
of
VirtuaMart.
Ustream Producer.
They're all completely with the page looks ugly then because there are all the buttons with the information, but it's the easiest way to find out where the code is you want to change. That's just finished? Okay. Thank you.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
Yeah, just a second.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
Shopping carts are the next task. Now I have just enough to be scared.
The first thing, that's already a good thing.
Yeah.
Because you know what to expect.
Yes, a lot of time.
The basic problem is know what you want to sell. You sell 5 products, to sell 50 products.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
Different programs, different solutions you have to take a look at.
Yes.
If you have something you know is going to grow, though, how do you know?
We always wanted to grow. Now, the only thing is how much it is going to grow over the next period of time that you
Take your shot based on that. Right? 'Cause that's ultimately where you're headed with that, right?
Yeah.
If you think it's going to be huge, you go one way. If you think it's going to be moderate,
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
If you say that if you know that you are going to sell pictures or postcards or cookies, if you know that you're going to set up a factory and you're going to sell all kinds of toys, with different options, different colors, and different sizes, you can put it around. As you can see, I'm not selling simple cash.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
Even if I like it that everybody is using it, I'm not selling it because for some applications it's not good enough. It's not big enough. If you sell 2,000 products, simple cash is not good because you have 2,000 pages of content to sell those products. That's not a good idea. Unless you say, yeah, but my site is doing only that, then you have a perfect system for it.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
Because you have to find the product and you have to find the description.
where would you draw the numbers?
Just automatically did that, yeah.
There's one site, I know they use it, it's in Romania. They have a little less than 1,000 products set up with simple cash.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
So you have to keep that in mind. I wouldn't set up 1,000 products for food. I would use a virtual market or something.
Try one of them. You know, when you know you don't.
Looks like that's what's up there.
I have an idea now.
So that's
Yeah,
Quite a few sites, they have 200, 300 products set up also. No problem. So personally, I would do simple cash.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
I don't want to be doing labels on 500 Joomla sites. You want 500 pages.
Had to go up and leave leg came back and fell out.
Find the right page. Most of the time it goes there.
Name
Section category, and all the rest has never been set properly.
I can. Okay, all right. So I gotta reconnect there. For Mother's Day.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
My former cat. My brother and I got back in 1999.
Page by its ID number. You cannot even do that.
Ukraine, baby, she's Ukrainian.
I know where I come from.
So,
Brother has
from
4 cats.
Ukraine.
The 2 cats that we had lived together.
So, yes.
He got married.
This is a demonstration of Ustream Producer.
And
You never know.
I know. Websites that sell
one doesn't like the younger thing. Lost a lot of weight as a result of taking